You ever heard the story about the boy and the rock? Boy walks up to his dad. Dad, how much is my life worth? Then the father grabs the rock. And he says, boy, take this rock. Go to the market. They ask you how much. You just hold up 2 fingers. Come back and tell me what they said. So he runs to the market with this rock. It's a pretty rock, nothing crazy. Goes to the little peddler at the market, and he goes, this is a nice rock. It's okay. I'll take it. How much? Kid holds up 2 fingers. Guy says, $2. I'll take it. Kid runs back to his dad and says, Dad, the guy offered me $2. He said, okay. Now I want you to take it to the museum. Go and tell him you want to sell him the rock. Hold up 2 fingers and see what he says. Goes to the next person who's at the museum. Guy at the museum says, this is a nice rock. I think it'll polish up real well and it'll look great for our collection. How much? Kid holds up 2 fingers. He says, $200. I'll take it. Kid runs back to his dad with the rock, doesn't sell it. Says, Dad, they offered me $200. I said, okay. Now I want you to go to the rock guy. So he goes to the geologist. He takes this rock. He says, I want to sell the rock. How much? This is a great rock. This is a beautiful rock. It's going to look great in our museum, blah, 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 all this stuff. Holds up 2 fingers. He says, $2 million. I'll take it. He runs back to his dad. Says, Dad, he offered me $2 million. Dad says, now do you see the value of life? And so I tell you this not because, the real meaning is we all have inner diamonds in us and all this. But I tell you this because value is a perception. Value is whatever you make it. And so if this mattress is worth $10,000 to you, that's exactly how it's going to be portrayed. If the experience you get from a piece of furniture is worth $5,000 to you, then that's what you're conveying. And so time from time as salespeople, we have this tendency to where we'll think for the guest, or we'll shop for the guest, or we'll think with the guest's wallet, right? But it happens. It's a common human behavior. But we don't know what the value is to that guest. And when a guest buys, does anybody know besides Walt when a guest decides to buy? Okay, so obviously we've built the value, we've done everything needed, but they decide to buy when the value exceeds the cost. So when the value to them on this $4,000 Tempur-Pedic becomes $10,000, that's when they decide to buy. When they realize that what is a $2 pebble to some is actually a $2 million geode to others, that's when they decide to buy. And so, yeah, I could hit you with you all have inner diamonds in you, polish them up. But there's a real substance to this. There's a real meaning to it. And the meaning is the value is what we make it. And yes, our lives are worth millions. Make no doubt about it. Combined in this room, over $1 billion. But when it comes to the value perceived by the customer, it is crucial that we do our part to not only build it, but allow them to recognize that the value has exceeded the cost. And when they do, when you all recognize that the value has exceeded the cost, you've earned the right to ask for the sale. You've earned the right to ask for the business, and you've earned the right because you've done everything possible to give them the best experience